G'day guys, welcome back to Television 3 Omni, what it's all about. What are these videos all about? What is in this for you over these 7 months? The first beginning stage of these modules is all about knowing ourselves and recognizing that beyond the religious dogma of being a Christian or a Buddhist or these different ways of looking at things, ultimately we want to come back to some level of conscious perfection. They say that Christ measured 1,000 points on the consciousness scale. And when we think about perfection today, we think through the story of the lower frame. We think through the red, orange and yellow of our perception, which is already fragmented and limited. So our idea of perfection is like, well, how could that be? So we have no idea what that perfection is, which is why I have the drip, and the drip is coming from, say, the source of light is coming from where the drip comes into the discernment, D-R-I-P. You'll be learning how discernment is the only thing you really need to respect, really, because people who can see from this perspective are people that you have relationship with. You got to learn what relationship is. To know that you're not in a relationship, like, what do you mean? Not in a relationship? Yeah, because if you don't have anybody that can discern these days in this world, there is no inspiration, there is no purity in being able to see the nature of a problem. A problem will come up. There's problems coming up everywhere. The whole world is full of emotion at the moment, which is why it's so dangerous, because we don't know how to trust the perfection and be inspired by it. Therefore, we don't have respect. And of course, discernment is the quality that's most important right now. And so this brings you back to a practice of primary connection up here, in here, which is already outside the box. And it's fascinating, this subject of the box. You've looked in that video and I've just touched on it. It's so incredible. We're having discussions here about things that you won't find anywhere else. Like, it's not a self-help program that you'll see what, you're becoming more financially lucrative or you're becoming more independent with your business practices. Whilst that's also very important to get your house in order, we also need to have a language that can instantly see the nature of where we're being lied to. And I just think that when we can see that, if we can wake up out of the 666, the box represents the carbon atom. I mean, that's incredible. And what are we worried about? Climate change. And what's climate change? Created from the way we perceive, the way we interact consciously is in this lower frame. This is where we're perceiving from. So the consciousness, which relates to the truth of what we are, can't come into our relationships, therefore can't actually reflect in the weather, which is what we are. We actually affect the weather by the way we think consciously. These are the things that 3 Omni will be bringing into your world. Every week we're going to get together. If we can't do it every week, it'll be every fortnight, a Zoom call where we're talking live about real issues like changing the collective consciousness, coming together within 3 Omni so we can say, how you doing? Are you learning to see from here? Even though you're being challenged from here and you feel like you're in some sort of a crazy game, are you able to recognize what is every morning and before you go to bed, reset the nature of what is enduring? A whole heap of misperception, right? And this is really key. So every module will be helping you see the reality of what most people can't even imagine. They're waking up inside a box to be more successful, but they find that they're still full of the same misperceptions, the same victim-perpetrator narrative. Once you feel like a victim, for example, you actually become a perpetrator and you don't even know it. This is helping us change the entire paradigm. But when we've got a lens, when we've got a language to speak to this box of tricks down here, each module will be checking in to see how you're going. Do you have people around you that are helping you stay aligned? Because if you don't have the right people around you, they're going to hijack you. We're going to identify collectively what doesn't serve us individually so we can learn how to let go and feel supported in a community. that is providing a 3 omni filter to filter away what is misperceiving on a daily basis. So we're keeping ourselves aligned every day so we can actually make the momentum over the 7 months. And if anybody would like live coaching, you can put your email in the box provided and we can see whether or not we're a match. We're coming out of the trance, seeing it from the solution. That's a miracle. So that's just a slight overview of what you're getting in 3 Omni. And if you'd like that one-on-one coaching, we can 3 Omnify your business, because this will spread like a flood. When it starts to come, it's going to be like a flood, and it's going to change the entire landscape of the world that we live in. So I'm excited to share this with you. So click on the link below. Let's get this happening. This is Television with 3 Omni, signing out.